I hear we're live. I hear we're live.
Survey says.
Woohoo! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to a rainy Winning Women's Wednesday. I'm Michelle Ozimi, live in Studio USA, and I have the amazing Rick Davis with me today. Yes.
You now it's 50% more man.
Yes, there's 50% more man here today than normal.
Yes, at least. And now that I'm in this chair,
I know. I was confused.
I feel like I'm in a different building.
I know. I feel weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see if the angles are better. I'm excited.
Yeah. Is this my good side? I don't have a good side. Oh, like if you're over 50, odds are you probably don't have a good side.
You have a lot of makeup, a lot of moisturizer, a lot. Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
Need to get my. I don't know. We'll get something done.
All the things.
Yeah.
All the things.
Lasers, etc. Devices. So, yes. So we are Ashley free today because she's off doing Texas Realtor stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Way above our pay grade.
Way above.
Yes.
Way above. Excited to hear
However,
about it.
We've got big doings tomorrow.
We do. We do. Do you have your tickets?
Of course. Sponsorship has its privileges.
Absolutely.
Which that really means you don't need a ticket and you have to be there.
You have to be there, but it's going to be so much fun. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Same.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So Corey would have been here now
Yes.
to tell us more about it. However, Corey is stuck in rain and traffic and chaos.
What is the deal? I got back from Seattle last night, and why is there so much rain?
I don't know. And
Like, it was
it's technically
sunshiny.
almost summer. Because isn't summer June 21st?
Like June 20th. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, okay.
Like, I got off the plane after being in Seattle. It was like 80s, bright and sunshiny.
Wait, is it sunny in
gorgeous.
Seattle?
Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. That's not on brand for those guys.
No, the whole time we were there, it was absolutely stunning. Gorgeous shots of the mountains because it was so clear. Oh my gosh. We flew over Mount St. Helens on the way.
Oh.
So I've got some great shots of that.
Oh, right on.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Oh my gosh. So now I'm ready to go back and hike. And then I come home to this.
Yeah, it is Texas ugly out there.
It is awful. Was not
Today.
expecting that.
No.
I do miss
And,
my dogs.
Hopefully the weather will be good tomorrow. Although
hope
we'll be
so.
indoors, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but aren't you bringing the studio?
Yes.
Can't wait.
Yes, but it has a roof on it too. And
It
a door.
does.
Yeah.
It does. It does. But, you know, our last event, Throttle Up, it was pouring. So it was hard for everyone to enjoy the mobile studio.
Yeah, so it was. Well, and even here, like, worst case scenario, we'll have it and just to show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And we're at a new venue.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. Thank you, City Central Title, for sponsoring. It is a fantastic venue. Easy to get to, great parking. Cool
Most
space.
importantly, thank you, City Central Title, for being a mile and a half from my house.
Amen. Amen. Isn't that nice? So nice.
That is, well, and that's like with Teresa. She's like, oh, you know, anytime she's like, well, yeah, you just come by the office. And I'm like, I absolutely could. It's 90 seconds from where I live.
That's amazing.
It rarely, and I think I probably, ironically, shot maybe, I don't know, 5 listings in my life that were actually in my neck of the woods
Right,
over
right.
the last 10
Yeah,
years.
like-
yeah, and it's like, why couldn't that happen all the time?
I know. I know.
And it doesn't. It never does.
I know. It's nice to work from home, and it's nice to also like have your business stuff be close to home.
Yes.
So it's just convenient.
Well, and like how all of this started was we were always you just go where you go.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you can do about it. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you go where everything takes you, you know? And it's like the listing agent that has something in Burleson. Oh, all right. And they say yes. And then they're like, oh, it's in Burleson, where
Yeah.
they immediately have to go. And if you're going to show it, okay, now I got to go. And it's literally an hour just to go show it. And it's a nightmare. And people don't realize that's one of those things where I always tell people, don't say yes to a deal just so you have a deal.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Like I have a listing appointment in Saginaw this weekend. It's so far.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I know that it's not close.
No.
So
it's
okay,
like out by Eagle Mountain Lake and all of those things. Yeah, you'll be
okay.
shooting that. So yeah.
Not me. That'll
Yeah,
be Cruz.
it won't be you. It'll
So
be poor
and
Cruz.
Cruz yesterday had a 2-hour drive. You know, now it's not the worst whenever you're just the photographer.
Yeah.
And I say just the photographer for the sake of you usually only go once.
Yes.
So it's like a
yes.
one-off. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's not the end of the world. But it's still kind of one of those things where, now I got to a place where like I like to drive and I love the fact that like my car is my office.
Yeah.
And it shows because my car is, I should say office slash dumpster.
Yeah.
Slash
Yeah.
rolling dumpster.
Understood.
And I get into people's cars and it's like super clean. I'm like, wow, how's that even possible?
Oh, mine's super clean. Alan's is not. Alan's is not.
Okay, so there you go.
Yes.
That I can relate.
Yes. Like there is nothing in my car. And Gracie and I are the same way. Like it is super clean. There's nothing in it. Like, no. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get into Alan's and it's a mobile art studio. Like,
okay.
oh, there's so much stuff back there. Like I worry when I drive it that I might, like my head might get dislodged because something's going to come from the back.
Yes, there's going to be art supplies flying.
Oh, yeah. He could set up like a art little, like
a little
convention.
artist Garrett,
Yes. At any point, anytime,
okay,
anywhere.
that's awesome.
Yes,
and
he has all the
like
things.
so my trunk probably has 17 different varieties of tripod and,
Yes.
and gimmick and connector and handle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a bunch of stuff that I don't even know that's in there that I probably looked for 1,000 times, but it's in the trunk.
When you sell it someday, you'll find it. Yes.
Oh no, it'll probably end up being like my last car, that my Hyundai that this is no bullshit. So like I bought my current Chevy Cruze. Shout out to my brother-in-law, works at General Motors. I got the brother-in-law deal.
Oh,
the
nice.
legit brother-in-law deal.
Nice.
So paid cash in 2017. It was brand new. Drove it off the lot with like 3 miles, 7 miles on it or whatever. But my Hyundai that I drove over there, I literally drove it until it almost disintegrated. It would not go over 35 miles an hour. So I drove all the way to Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine via like Royal Lane and where I'd never had to go over 35.
That's awesome. That's
and
awesome.
I leave it and it's like they were almost kind of disappointed that they had to take it. So,
Yes.
I mean, they probably charged me $5.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So like, yeah, that will likely be the story of the Chevy Cruze as well.
Oh my gosh.
I was just never a car guy. It was, I don't know, that was just never my thing as far as, and like Cruze, oh my God, he would go take photos of cars all day long.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, no.
I just want a running car. Like that's my thing. I don't want any
Functional.
issues. Yeah,
It's just functional.
I
That's
don't
all I
want
need it
any
for.
issues with it. And the second something starts to like mess up, I'm done. Like
New car.
yeah, new car.
You want to buy a new car.
Because the last thing I want is to be in the middle of 27 things and my ar be stuck on the side of the road.
Yes.
Yes. Like when my air conditioning went out on my last car, like I went straight to the dealership and said, "Here you go.
Oh.
We're not fixing it. We're
now,
not. We're
now
out."
do you lease? Are you
No.
lease? Okay.
No,
okay.
I buy. But I like nice cars,
Yeah.
but I don't buy new.
Good
Yeah,
call.
I don't buy
unless
new.
you have the brother-in-law deal. No.
Yeah. Well, it just, I mean, you drive it off the lot. It's not worth anything. I
Right.
put so many miles on it anyway. No, but now I like a nice
just
car.
went over 152,000.
Wow. I think my Land Rover, when I traded it in, was probably about 175,000.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe it. They were like, "You got that many miles on this
Right.
car?"
Well, and like for me, I'm like, could this hit 200?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And for the longest time, Cruz and I were in a competition of like whose car was just beat to shit more. And then he got a new car, so now I'm
I mean, he's got two babies. He has to have a nice
I'm
car.
the clear-cut winner. now.
Yes. Yes.
And so I have like dented quarter panel, cracked windshield, just all kinds of crazy. And there's like, it looks like a pinball machine with the lights. And I think I told Wayne the other day, I was like, "Oh yeah, dude. It turns out that the state of Texas will inspect your car without the tire sensors working."
Excellent.
It's not a crucial element for getting an inspection.
I mean, we've been there. We've been there. What do we need to do to get this car inspected?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, that's also part of was and is kind of my business model. Like, okay, every November I drop $1,000 to get it to be able to pass
oh
inspection.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But there again, it's like I don't want a car payment, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't care about
Car payments are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I am paying off Alan's car today.
What?
And then I'm sending it to Seattle for Lucas.
Just in time to get another car payment. Hallelujah.
No, we're going to do one car.
What?
We're going to do one car. We'll see
okay,
how
so
it
now
goes.
all the art supplies go in your car.
He's going to clean that out and put them in a storage and a proper office space. I know. I told him I will ship the car to Seattle and all the stuff's still in it if he doesn't get it cleaned out.
Oh, there you go. Ultimatum.
Because Lucas has some sound jobs coming,
Yes.
and like I need him working a real job that I paid for him to go to college for. So
Valid
yes,
point.
yes.
Valid point.
So, but he can't. I mean, he can't do it without a vehicle. So.
Speaking of real jobs, our real job is to do stuff like this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Let's talk about
So
it.
yes, we've got Summer Momentum tomorrow, 10 to 12 at City Center.
City Central title.
Central. See, like there, I don't know why. Whatever it is, I want to say it wrong.
It's off Central. So it's City Central.
No, it's off the tollway.
Oh, you're right. It is off the tollway.
We're gonna need them to rebrand that.
Yes. Rebrand, please.
Yeah, no, because I'm like, wait a minute, no, if
You're
that
right.
makes it far from my house, I'm no longer interested.
No, it's just a little ways down from the Galleria.
Yeah, like basically Trinity Mills in the tollway.
Yeah. Fantastic location. We're gonna have the studioUSA mobile,
Yes.
which is so fun. We have Teresa emceeing. It's just gonna be a great day of motivation, excitement, getting you pumped up for summer. Because how many agents go into summer and just kind of fall apart?
Well, yeah.
I mean, we kind of do it every season, but summer is really bad.
Usually the summer, it falls apart or it flies apart. Like it falls
It's the
apart.
summer slump.
It falls apart in the winter because it's just sitting and falls apart.
Yeah.
It flies apart in the summer because there is, well, it's selling season, for lack of a better term. And that usually equates to running around with your head on fire and your ass is catching,
Yes.
And then when school goes back in August and September, like,
And that's the thing. All you've done is you've run around with the ones that you have to run around with. Like you've got your listing appointments, you've got your buyer appointments, but you're not doing anything to lead generate. I know y'all hate that word. And then you're dealing with your kids. I mean, and I don't care how old they are. You're dealing with them. Like
except for me.
Except for you. You were smart. My 25-year-old wants to know when we're going on vacation. You're 25. You can go on vacation whenever you like, my dear.
Yeah, send me pics.
Yeah, you have a job. She even gave me dates that were convenient for her.
Oh.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, see if any of these dates work for you.
Yeah, she gave me dates and suggestions for locations.
Wow. Okay,
Isn't
well,
she precious?
that's
She's very helpful.
contributing.
She's very helpful
that's-
that way.
So, okay, I'm curious. What is a 25-year-old's preferred destination for a vacation?
Well, luckily, Gracie and I do not have passports. They've
Okay.
expired.
Oh, okay. So it has to be
Because her
continental.
destination, she wanted to go to Barcelona. Thank you, Jesus, for expired passports.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dream big,
Yeah,
sister.
that's true.
Yes.
Shoot the moon.
Yes. So since that's not an option, Puerto Rico.
Okay. So you don't need a passport for Puerto Rico?
You don't need a passport for Puerto Rico.
I did not know that.
And it's also expensive. Because as a good mother, I did do some research, and it was a little pricier than I was expecting for Puerto Rico.
Island.
Yeah.
So everything's an import.
So where we will probably end up that everyone loves is Coronado in California, which is stunning and beautiful and amazing and expensive, but it's just amazing.
Interesting.
Coronado Island, it's off of San Diego, and it's absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh.
So that's Mexico adjacent.
Yeah, but no passports. So
You have to do a passport for Mexico now?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. When did they?
When did you go to Mexico last? I want to see Rick in Mexico.
No, you don't. Oh, neither do the Mexicans. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Rick in Mexico. That sounds really fun.
I vaguely remember having a lot of fun.
I bet you did. Because I'm guessing this was pre-sober.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
However, I had long stretches where I didn't actually drink. I had other extracurricular activities.
Fair enough.
That were theoretically easier to control. Because
It's a family-friendly show, remember?
Yeah. Theoretically easier to control and maintain because alcohol, if you're wired a certain way, it's an X factor.
Yeah.
After a certain amount of time, it becomes a wild card where like, hey, you know what? I might go out and behave like a citizen or by 9 p.m., I'm going to be totally blacked out, yet still up and at 'em, and I'm going to have to find out what I did later. And that sucks.
Yeah.
And it's also difficult to manage.
Especially if you end up in a Mexican jail. Not fun.
And I have enough friends that did end up in Mexican jails and other unseemly and unsightly places that you don't want to be, where I had enough of a let's hedge against that if at all possible.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
Okay, so it's been a while since you've been to Mexico. Yes, you do need a passport.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's been even longer. I was a kid the last time I was in Canada, but I've never actually left the continent.
Really?
Of North America.
Oh man, you got to get out. We got to take studioUSA international.
But it's studioUSA for a reason.
we can be international. You, me, Corey, Ashley. Oh, they would love us. They would love us in Paris.
Would they?
Probably not, but we would have a great time.
Yeah, like Ashley and I would be the definitive ugly Americans, just coming in hot.
That's
and
fair.
Just, yes.
That's fair.
And telling people how to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. It'd be fun though.
Yes.
We'd probably only get to go one time.
Yeah, it would be entertaining for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
And it would certainly stick in our memories. It would be on the
Yes.
hard drive forever. Let's put it that way.
For sure.
Yes.
So,
And
okay.
it's funny because, I always joke that she and I are kind of separated at birth as
Absolutely.
far as we love and hate all the same things for the same reasons.
Yes.
And it's like, wow.
Grumpy old men.
Yes. And to be able to be a force multiplier
Yes.
for each other. And then, of course, where like last week off camera, Ashley and I can be slightly off kilter and
No doubt.
somewhat politically incorrect. Not
And
malicious.
after a week in DC, I'm sure she was ready to be politically incorrect.
Uncorked.
Oh my
Yes, ready to go, ready to get uncorked.
God. I can't wait for us to have our recap because
Oh,
we
yeah.
were both there together. So, I mean, we
Oh.
never saw each other. Never
How
saw
does
each
that
other.
happen?
I was doing women's council. She was doing NAR. So really,
okay.
we just, even though the two things were happening at the same time in the same
And they are
location.
tangentially
Yes.
affiliated and or attached.
Yeah.
They wouldn't necessarily. That's the other thing that a lot of folks don't realize about the world of real estate. Once you get, essentially inside the castle walls,
Yeah.
as far as like how things are run,
Yeah.
there are so many different elements. And then, like WCR going there for ostensibly the advancement of the women's side
Yes.
of real estate.
Yeah.
And
It was great. It was so much fun. A great experience. Learned a lot. I'm excited to share.
now, is this like the was it the national meeting?
Mid-year meeting.
Mid-year
Yeah.
meeting, because they got winter meetings, mid-year meetings.
There's a lot of meetings.
Yeah, there's a lot of meetings.
A lot of meetings.
A lot of meetings, a lot of drinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Not
couldn't-
for me.
I couldn't have been in the real estate world previously.
Oh,
'Cause
gosh.
There would have been, I swear to God, I remember this like it happened last night where, now this is like 2012 or 2013 here in Dallas, and I'm just getting like, I've already dipped my toe. I'm maybe like in the shallow up to my shins of like the networking and the world of the machinery.
Yeah.
And so back then, the white party,
Yes.
that shit was epic. And they used to have this thing, well, they still have Fair Share. I think it was $35 back then, $25 or $35.
Yeah.
However, they had the thing that would have, like, if I'd have found that, well, let's put it this way. If I'd have found it, I would have gone once and I would have been asked never to come back. However, I found it this time. I was already sober, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 years.
Probably good.
Very good.
Yeah.
But it was also eye-opening to be like, oh my God, where you paid your fair share and it was open bar.
Yes.
So it was like, I don't know
Yes.
if you were anywhere around Dallas in the late 80s, early 90s, but when I turned 21, they used to have, first off, you used to could walk down the street drinking.
Yes, I remember that. I
And-
vaguely remember that. Yes.
And Greenville and Lower Greenville was a blowout every night. And you would have all these various and sundry bars along the way.
Yes.
That would have, hey, it's any coin night. So you go with a bag of nickels and just get.
Because you want to take the pennies. Like,
Yeah, pennies. That's just well,
have
you
a
could.
little class.
Yeah. Well, then I learned the trick is you take the nickels and then you just give the bartender like a 10 or a 20
Yeah.
and put the nickel. You are golden. For
I
any
don't
of
think
you
they
out there,
can do that
I was
legally
gonna say, like, for
anymore.
any of you out there with a time machine that want to go back and like try that again.
Wow.
But it was off the chain, and that's what it reminded me of. It was like this little pocket of $25 open bar, all you can drink, and I was like, oh my! And it was also in this art museum, kind of crazy over the top venue that it was more like shock value.
Yes.
Not like Alan's kind of art, but
Yeah.
more like if Alan maybe was not a pastor and completely unhinged and,
Yes,
and
yes.
drinking, then that
I
kind
did
of,
know that, Alan.
Okay.
I knew
yeah.
that, Alan.
And so like if that guy had a gallery,
Yes.
and there was art installations meant to titillate, shock, awe, and all of that. And I just remember walking around watching people, and my thing back then was I would go early, be seen, post it on Facebook, and leave.
Yes. Yes.
Then there would be the times where I would stay just out of like, oh, this is actually kind of interesting. And then there were the things like that where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is, now I got to stay just because I see the trains doing this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because after a couple glasses of the wine that tastes like bug spray, you just keep them coming, and yeah.
So I'm there, and by 7:45, a bunch of people that I
Because
had.
it starts at like 4.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, and a bunch of the folks that I had met in the prim and proper world of like MLS meetings and
Yes.
early
Yes.
morning behavior are now at 10 to 8. They are half in the bag and they are
Yes.
on their way out.
Yes.
And it was like, okay, this is great.
And
This
they're
is
all
cool.
dressed in white.
Yeah.
And yes. Oh, yeah. Fun.
Oh, my
It's
God.
definitely some good people watching. No, not the whole thing was great people watching. Like, because
Yes.
there were so many issues with the hotel too. Like, it caught fire one day. This is the West End downtown. Like, really
Wow.
nice, super expensive.
Like
yeah,
accidentally caught fire?
I think so.
Well, there's there's a bunch of stuff currently on fire
Yes,
that isn't necessarily accidental.
Right. So we believe accidentally was on fire. So they have to, take everyone out of the building.
Oh, they did like old school fire drill.
Yeah, like that happened a couple times. And then the last night that we were there, luckily we stayed off site because I always try to stay away from all the crazy.
Oh.
But the last night, the AC was out in the entire hotel. So the next morning, I'm reading on the WhatsApp how people are out partying until 2 a.m., right? And so they're showing up at the meetings and, they've had a rough night and there's no AC in the hotel, in those rooms.
Oh,
It's
man,
so
everybody's just
hot.
like
Just
90 proof sweat.
yes.
Oh, my God.
It was rough.
That's awful.
It was rough for some folks. I actually went to bed at like 8:30 that night, so I was good and I had air conditioning.
Vaya con
and
Dios.
Yes.
Oh, my
yes.
Lord.
Alan had actually gone home the day before. So like all I was
Oh, so he dodged all the bullets.
he dodged all the bullets, but all I could think of that day is I get to go back to a hotel room by myself. Like I am not jacking around. Like I am gonna go run through
Order
the
a
city,
sandwich.
order a sandwich, and I am in bed by 8 o'clock. It was so nice.
Well, and that is how I actually have my world constructed now always.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, that's cool, but I'll be in bed by 10.
Yeah. So that was my wild night and it was amazing. So
Right on.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I'm back. I'm ready. What do we have tomorrow?
Yes.
We have so many fun things. So it's almost like I'm getting distracted because I've been gone for so long. I've missed you guys. We're going to have so much fun tomorrow. So Ashley and I.
Yeah. So let me know. Are you guys doing the tag team like Throttle Up?
We're doing the tag team, but what we're going to be talking about is summer and kind of giving everyone some tips on how to stay focused, motivated, and action steps for the summer.
Keep it out of the ditch.
Yeah, because it's hard. It really is hard. I mean, those kids want ice cream. They want to go. They're bored. There's no food. And I don't care how old they are. There's no food. There's always there's something.
Well, I just as a former child myself.
Yes. Yes.
There's usually just no food that I want.
Yes, there's no food I want. It didn't just plop onto the table made for me from Whataburger or
Yes.
whatever it is. Yes. And can I go do this? Can I go do that? Can I borrow the car? No, you cannot. I have things I have to do. So anyway, this is going to be some tips to help you through all of that.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when my kids were little, I dropped those suckers off at whatever VBS I could find. It didn't matter what the denomination was. Like, I feel like they went to a few Jewish events.
They come back converted.
Like, I didn't care. If you could keep my kids from 9 to 12, here they are.
They come back with tambourines and shaved heads.
Did not matter. Did not matter. So
That's awesome.
yes, we are going to help you through the summer. And then Corey, same thing, going to help you through the summer with some social media tips and ways to really dig into your social media over
He's
the
a
summer.
beast. He's out there shooting stuff. Like, I see him posting relentlessly.
Well, and the thing with summer that's different is you can still incorporate your kids into that if you have to. So
that's true.
Drag them along, stick them in the video. He's going to have some tips for that. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to keep you motivated and moving along through the summer. Then we've got the mobile studio.
Yes.
Yeah. For everyone to check out. I'm excited about that.
And so that'll be at 10 to
From
12.
10 to 12. And then one of our sponsors is Alan's new venture, Porch Light Company, which is graphic design on the fly. Super simple stuff for the folks who don't want to do all of their graphics.
Right.
And he's going to be bringing donuts. Got to have some breakfast.
Dude.
Yeah.
So the last time I had a donut was at Throttle Up.
See?
It was like those donuts were kick-ass.
Those were some great donuts.
Like those were like
those were good.
artsy-fartsy donuts.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
we're gonna bring some from our hood, so
Okay.
we're gonna compare. We're gonna see.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, good
Uptown
stuff.
Donuts.
Uptown Donuts. There
if you
actually is
will.
an Uptown Donut.
I would think that branding kind of writes itself.
It does.
If there's not one out there, like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, no, there actually is an Uptown Donut, and it's fabulous.
Is it?
It
Okay.
is. It is.
The only thing I remember from Uptown that I liked going to was Sipster.
Okay. Not my favorite.
Really?
It's still there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, 'cause
Alan likes it.
I loved the bulletproof coffee
Yep.
that they would make there, with
Yeah.
the ghee
Yeah.
and all the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's
That was
like,
the thing.
it's one thing to monkey around with it and mess with it at the house or whatever. It makes a mess, the
Yeah.
coconut bullshit or whatever.
All the stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's
it's
labor
just
intensive.
cheaper to buy it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, if you go there and spend like whatever, $8 and you get the giant
You get your
urn.
coffee.
Yeah, and you get the giant urn of bulletproof
Yes.
coffee. I swear to God, the first one that I had there, it was like I wasn't hungry until like 4 days later.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's good for you.
It worked. It was
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
But I only had it there I only got that reaction from having it made to like whatever sorcery they put in it.
Yeah.
To where I literally was not hungry until it was probably like 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to bed and I'm like, I didn't eat today. And I never even thought about it.
Is that keto? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the kind of Frankenstein coffee it's got ghee, coconut
Yeah.
oil, and like a couple of other things and like super.
That was paleo, right? That was the big paleo thing, was the ghee in the coffee.
Oh, I always thought it was cute. Well, maybe it was paleo. Like paleo, I don't know. They were like fruits, nuts, and a bunch of other stupid
Yeah,
stuff. Like
yeah.
you're pretending you're a caveman or whatever.
Yes.
And it's like,
we
look,
did paleo when Alan was in CrossFit.
And it's like, look, paleo, yeah, it's a great marketing gimmick or whatever because, of course, 100,000 years ago, everybody was starving to death all the time.
All the time.
And all there were these like 6 things,
Yes.
like close to where you live.
And
if you found them, you ate them.
Yes, yes.
That was the diet.
And then everything, like we made everything out of bananas. Like bananas was the substitute for sugar or whatever. So everything was like smushed bananas. So yeah, I can barely look at a banana anymore.
Like this is tiresome.
Banana and almond flour. So expensive.
Yeah.
So
and then it's like you
and
think
not
they're being-
good.
They think they're being clever.
Yeah. So you were skinny and hungry. Like
Yeah, but that's very paleo. That was the gimmick.
paleo.
That was the bit.
very paleo, and you had to lift heavy stuff. So all the things.
No thanks.
So the donuts will be neither keto
Yes, there you go.
nor paleo tomorrow.
So tomorrow there will not be bulletproof donuts.
No.
They're probably
That would be
it's probably
amazing.
not coming from Uptown Donuts. So
I don't know.
oh, okay.
Maybe so. Maybe so. We do have our favorite donut shop, and it's
Okay.
like just a traditional donut shop.
Oh, right on.
It's not
Like a
gimmicky
little mom and pop
yeah, just a
kinda-
mom and pop, and they're amazing. Love
Okay,
them.
okay.
Yeah, they're right next to Urban Dog. I don't even know the name of the donut shop. Like it's just donuts.
Yeah.
it's one of those places.
I
just
like
says
the ones that
donuts.
just say donuts.
Yes,
And it's
yes,
like
so
I'm a
good.
sucker for the cake donut
Yes,
and
chocolate
the
cake.
butter. Yeah. If you give me, it's like
The way to Rick's heart, guys.
I'm kind of I'm not anti sugar and all that stuff
Yeah.
or whatever, but when I get the wild hair to do it, I'm the guy that puts chocolate ice cream, Oreos, chocolate chips, chocolate syrup, and everything in a giant pile that
Wow.
would give you diabetes if you looked at it too long.
I mean, that's what Alan has almost every night.
Wow, and he's like that big around.
He loves ice cream.
Oh,
He loves sweets.
my grandfather actually had ice cream every night.
Alan has ice cream every night. Yes, it's cute. It's cute.
That is adorable.
Yeah. So he's precious. Love him.
So tomorrow will be bring your own ice cream,
Bring your own ice
but
cream.
there will be donuts.
But Porchlight and Alan will be providing the donuts. We've got Teresa emceeing, me and Ashley doing our thing. I'm excited to give you guys some tips so that you can have a strong, solid summer.
Yes.
And then me and Corey are going to be presenting our exciting program to take you through the summer if you need a little more motivation
Love
and
it.
support. So it's going to
Awesome.
be fun stuff.
Well, then let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Be there. Get your free tickets on Eventbrite.
Free. What's better than free?
Free tickets. Bring a friend. Have a great time. Get motivated for the summer.
Amen.
Amen.
Well,
And
thank
there's
you,
air
man.
conditioning.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next time on Winning Women's Wednesday.
With fewer men.
Fewer men. Yes, 50% fewer.